Everton have officially sacked Frank Lampard. He saved them from relegation last year. It's not working out for them right now this year. Financially, they are so unstable. They are 19th in the Premier League right now, only because of goal difference. They have the lowest point total right now. This squad is struggling, and honestly, they probably shouldn't be, but their ownership is causing a lot of issues, and for that reason, I'm stepping in today. MentalHog is here to rebuild Everton and take them on the trajectory they should be on. Their new stadium is coming, their big audience, their big fan base, their big money spending that they always seem to do. It's got to be changed, and it's got to be done the correct way. We're going to do that in today's rebuild here with Everton. This whole squad is getting flipped. You can already see it in the formation that I would like to play, a 4-2-3-1, and we are going to be trusting some of these younger, more talented players in this video and getting rid of some of these old guard at Everton that are just not doing the work that's required of them to be able to save this club from even getting relegated, first of all, and then second of all, getting them to play in Europe and win the freaking Champions League eventually. That's what we want to do here today. That's what we're going to do here today. And like I said, that rebuild starts with selling old players. So Michael Keane and Mason Holgate are out of here. Noah Patterson, who is young, Nathan Patterson, is going to Getafe for a year to grow because he is good, he's young, and he's a great right back here. So some players going out, time to bring some players in. First signing coming into the club, a box-to-box midfielder, a young one with good potential. Ivan Illich doesn't have a real face, but I like him, and he's going to be good for us here at Everton. And another right back, Seamus Coleman, isn't getting any freaking younger. I don't know why Tottenham signed this player in the first place. Jed Spence, an Everton player. Got him for a steal as well, by the way. 12 million value, 14 million sold to us, so pretty good. Ellis Sims also selling now to Norwich, a young striker that we do not need. Isaac Price, who honestly I don't know, is off to Umraniyaspor. I don't know how to say that either. So a player I don't know going to a club I don't know for an amount of money I don't care about. Nice. Couple more transfers we don't care about. Reece Welch to Ross County. Kyle John to Karagumaruk SK. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing those right. But Idrissa Gana Gueye selling to Atalanta. We don't need the old players here anymore. We just don't have the time for it. You know what? A controversial move I'm going to go ahead and do. Connor Cody, you're going back to Everton, buddy. You're too old, and you're not even actually owned by us. I would rather sign someone that we can actually develop here at the club. So you are out of here, bro. Two more old players out of here. Salomon Rondon to Sheffield United, and Yerry Mina to AC Milan of all clubs. In my opinion, only one piece of the puzzle left missing for Everton this season, and it is the Greek god defender, Konstantinos Mavropanos, joining us from Stuttgart. Premier League experience with Arsenal. This is what we need here. A young, pacey defender that's going to help us out. He's tall, he's strong, he's everything we need. And with that, I think we're ready for the season. Well, actually, we might have some depth issues to sort out before we're quite ready for the season, because Seamus Coleman is off to Fenerbahce and Abdoulaye Doucouré is off to Olympique Lyon. So we've got money to spend, but we have nobody on the bench, and you'll see that right now when I show you. We have got exactly enough to fill out a starting 11 and a bench, and then our reserves are just three really old goalkeepers that are 38, 37, and 35. So we've got some pensioners in the reserves, and we've got nothing else in terms of outfield players. So we definitely are going to need to tear into the free agents a little bit. Actually, you know what? Upon second inspection, I'm okay with having a very thin squad. It guarantees game time to all of these players. Their potential won't be all messed up. And this first season is really just about not getting relegated and getting ready to go into another season where then we can maybe add squad depth when we're talking Europe and things like that. Right now, honestly, I'm good with this team we have. So how will we do after a full season? You'll find out. Unless there's some sort of emergency, then you'll see me in January of this year. Well, I have to say, come end of season 1, I am glad we are not in the relegation zone like Everton are in real life, but Brentford, Brighton, and Southampton, the unfortunate teams that are going to be going down this season to the championship. We actually finished exactly mid-table, 10th place, 16 wins, 8 draws, 14 losses. The 14 losses, I mean, yeah, that's not super great. But yeah, the title actually went to Manchester City. Newcastle United, 1 point behind them. But a good first season from us here at Everton. It was a building season. We played the young players, they grew, and we were able to finish mid-table just from that. So imagine what happens from here on out now. By the way, we actually also made the Carabao Cup final and lost to the Spuds 3-1, unfortunately. The FA Cup was won by Manchester United 3-2 over Arsenal. We went out in round 4 on the replay to Manchester United, actually, the eventual winners, which is pretty cool. As far as Europe is concerned, Fiorentina win the Conference League 2-1 over Trabzonspor. Monaco win the Europa League 1-0 over Lazio. And Real Madrid get another Champions League, beating Bayern Munich 2-1. And Anthony Gordon take a bow, son. 21 goals and 4 assists from the right wing. Neil Maupay, for some reason, I'm not sure why. I think Calvert-Lewin got injured early in the season, and Maupay actually played himself into form. 16 goals and 3 assists. That's probably more than he will ever score in his entire career at this point, the way it's panning out. Demaira Gray playing very well. Alex Iwobi doing everything for us, going forwards and backwards. Onana scoring some goals from CDM. Illich 2 and 7 from center mid. I think all around a great season for us here. Pickford got 4 assists this season. What's that all about? But anyways, yeah. Good season 1 here from Everton. Season 2, we got to keep building on this. We've got spots in the team that could be upgraded, actually, still. And now, we can maybe start trying to push into that top 6. Still, technically not Season 2, but Asmir Begovic is heading out of the club, going to Rangers. Another transfer happening between seasons here. Jean-Philippe Gbaman coming back from his loan, heading to Leicester. Some more cash in the season budget for next year. The Dele Alli project didn't work out at Everton in real life, and it's not working out here. He's back from his loan, and he's actually off to Borussia Dortmund. Will he revive his career ever? Probably not, but we took the money. Also sold Thomas Cannon to some team in, like, I don't know, Romania. We've got a lone army of players back, so you're probably going to see a lot of random players getting sold. Not a random player, rather long-time servant of the club, actually, Andros Townsend, off to, I don't really remember where, Lazio, I think. Also, I say long-time servant, I'm pretty sure he was a Crystal Palace player until, like, a year or 2 ago, so yeah, not a long-time servant, but he's old. We took some money for him. Thanks for your service. Another random player, Lewis Dobbin, he's out of here to Aroca. And yeah, Calvert-Lewin transfer listed himself last season after not playing enough games, and he's out of here. I don't remember if it's to Chelsea or Inter. Both teams came in for him. I accepted both. Let's find out ourselves together here. He's going to Chelsea. Great, so we'll be seeing him pretty soon in the Premier League. And unfortunately for us, really, Moise Kean came back, and I decided to sell him because, well, in real life, it looks like that's the way things are going. So he is off to Atalanta for 30 million, right on his value. It is what it is. Bye, Moise Kean. So after selling all these players, I'm realizing now our budget is 200 million. I honestly didn't really want to make signings this season. I liked the way the team was shaping up, but like, I feel like we have to spend that money. It would be a waste not to spend the money, as a matter of fact. And like, my biggest issue was squad depth, but all these loan players that came back kind of fixed that problem for me. So I just don't really know what to do. I mean, we need a striker, we need a winger. Yeah, that's what we're going to be looking for. Another rando out, Tyler Onyango, getting sold to Sepsi OSK. I think we're almost out of players, you know, NPCs to sell. So now it's time to do some business of our own. Like I said, we need a striker, a winger, mostly backup, could be a starting player. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out now. Okay, our first big boy signing in a series of double swoops for relegated sides. Ivan Toney coming across from Brentford down in the championship. No betting ban in this save. So Ivan Toney is going to be our number 9 officially. Getting those FPL points for everybody, of course. 32 mil for this guy is a steal if you ask me, by the way. And the other signing, hopping in from the university system in Japan. This man is studying football in college. He played well for Japan at the World Cup. He's playing well for Brighton in real life now. They got relegated. So Kaoru Mitoma comes to Everton to play backup on the wings for us. Love to see him here. It's really going to be a battle between Maupay and Ivan Toney to see who our starting striker is going to be for the rest of this rebuild as well, because they're very, very similar to each other in terms of overall and stats and stuff like that. So Maupay, use that dynamic potential to your advantage, buddy, and you will be seeing yourself play Champions League finals pretty soon. And Mitoma is going to be just a great addition, backup for our squad. He can play attacking mid, he can play on the wing, it'll be great. And on deadline day, we sell another NPC. I don't know your name, I don't know where you went, but he's out of here. Oh, it's Lewis Gibson going to Minnesota United. Cool. Welcome to America, it's cold over there. And I think this is our final piece of business. Andre Gomes went on loan to somewhere last season. He is back. He is out of the club. He's a little too old. He is injury prone. He had a really, really bad injury last season. 2 seasons ago, a while ago for Everton. But yeah, he's out of here. And just when you thought that was our last piece of business, another NPC out of here. With that, I think we are ready for this season. So yeah, this is going to be our squad going into Season 2. At least the first half of it. Like I said, I'm going to send the January. If there are any emergency injuries or anything like that, I'll dip into our transfer funds and buy a player. But we have more depth this time and just overall a way better team. So hopefully now we can fight to maybe try and get in a little bit higher than 10th place this season. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to pause the rebuild right here because we are in the FA Cup against Tottenham Hotspur in Season 2. I have no idea what we're looking like in the league, but I definitely want to sim this game and watch it with you guys. Everybody's tired, but I don't care. We're sending the first team out for this. We have got to try our best to win our first piece of silverware of the rebuild. It's a 1-0 loss to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg of all players. Okay, well, see you at the end of the season. Hey, we may have missed out on the FA Cup, but again, we're not relegated. This time it's Forest, Watford, and West Brom. Blackburn Rovers actually staying up. That's pretty cool. And we finished higher than 10th. We finished 7th. So those 14 draws definitely killed us. But you know what? 7th place is not too bad. We are 20 points away from Man City, who win the title once again. Carabao Cup winners this year are West Ham over Liverpool, and actually I think because of that we're not going to be in Europe next season, if I'm not mistaken. I think 7th place gets Conference League unless somebody that's not top 6 wins a trophy, I think. I don't know. We may or may not be playing Conference League football next season. You know what happened in the FA Cup? It was Tottenham Hotspur with a 1-0 win, their first piece of silverware ever. And in Europe, Arsenal beating Feyenoord 3-0 for the Europa Conference League. Your Europa League winners, Tottenham Hotspur doing the double. Wow, beating Porto 4-1 in the Europa League. And your Champions League winners are Chelsea beating Man City. That is a fun repeat final there. Okay. And yeah, Ivan Toney was a good signing. 32 goals and 4 assists off of the, off of the bench. I don't know why. 32 goals and 4 assists. Alex Iwobi stepped up in a massive way this season. 17 and 8. That's nuts. Demarai Gray and Anthony Gordon not doing nearly as well as they did last season, but still pulling it for the squad very well, if I do say so myself. Mavropanos from center back, 6 goals. Love that. And Ivan Ilic, he is capped off in his potential at 82. I don't know why, but you know, he's still performing for us. Dwight McNeil off the bench is doing well. Basically, we have had a great season. We are in 7th. I don't know if that means we're playing any sort of European football. We're going to find out together, though. Starting off the year with the sale of James Garner. If you couldn't tell, I'm probably going to be going in pretty hard for some players here. We're in Europe now. It's time. By the way, I signed 2 free agents, to be exact, just 2 16-year-olds out of the free agents. They turned out to be pretty good. This is one of them, Fabio Barros, going out on loan. You'll probably never hear or see him again. Here's the other one, by the way. Charles Lambert, French, 5'5" midfielder. Free agent, goodbye. Okay, 2 midfielders sold, James Garner and now Tom Davies. It's time to replace them. Not gonna lie, fellas, I don't know how we pulled this off, but we just signed Declan Rice to Everton. 91 million transfer fee for the 5-year contract. He didn't even ask for that much in his wages. And Declan Rice is a toffee. Am I the only one that feels like calling somebody a toffee is like an insult? I don't know. I'm just gonna walk around and call people toffees now. Like, that's just kind of rude, it feels like to me. I'm not sure. How is he over 80? Is he 88? I thought I signed him when he was 87. Okay, no, he's 88 overall. Declan Rice is at the club. We got a good deal. Nice stuff. He's also immediately our highest rated player now. I didn't really realize that, but Pickford and Anthony Gordon will catch up to him pretty quickly. Okay, we got another midfielder. It's Kwadwo Manu Kone from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Contract was expiring. Interest came from Atalanta, so I still hadn't fully scouted the guy. Hopefully he's what we're looking for. We paid 40 million for him. He's worth 43. I know that much. And I love his hair. So the moment of truth. Is he going to be an upgrade on Ilic or not? He's an 82, so it's exactly the same overall. I guess that kind of works because they can compete for that starting position. So I think with those transfers, we're ready for the season. Should something happen in January like we've been doing each year, we got some funds. I'll stop, make emergency transfers. We are in the Europa League. I'll show you our group, and then I'll see you at the end of the season. So there's that group, Frankfurt, PAOK, and Hearts. We should go through first, maybe second, and we should honestly win the thing because we have a great team. There is that team one more time before we continue to sim to the end of Season 3 now with Everton. We're looking good. Okay, stop everything. We're having an emergency. We are 14th in January. I don't know what's going on. Our defense is suddenly just crap. So I need to replace our fullbacks. I think that's our problem. That's our lowest overall players in the team right now. They need replacing, and like immediately, because that's not good. One good thing I can show you, we did top our group in the Europa League. I think that might be part of the problem. We don't have the depth, but yeah, we definitely don't have the defense in the Premier League. They are doing terribly. Actually, we've got all sorts of fires to put out because Amadou Onana wants to leave as well. This is going to be a crazy window. Okay, so Jed Spence is sold off to Leicester City. 35 million for us now to add to our transfer budget. We need a right back. Okay, hopefully this signing has solved our right back issue. This is like pretty much an endgame right back here. Serginho Dest had a great World Cup with the US. He has been on and off in form. He's at Fenerbahce, 50 million, and he's here. Amadou Onana is gone as well, off to Leverkusen. 44 million for him. I think I already know who I want to get in as a replacement, and let's just get that done now. This is a sick signing. It's not Kone, it's actually Yves Bissouma. We got him for 30 million. We got 44 million from that deal that we just did for Onana. So we made 14 million on his sale after signing a replacement. That's stonks right there. Oh, by the way, he's also worth 37. His contract was expiring, which is why we got him on such a steal of a deal. Okay, our busy January continues as Mykolenko has now sold to West Ham for 45 mil, 39 in our budget. We need a left back, and we need them with not much time left in the window. This January has been huge. Okay, if you want to talk about endgame fullback signings, it doesn't get better than this. Destiny Udogie coming through the doors. If you don't know about this guy, you should. He is tearing it up at Udinese right now in real life. Tottenham player and left back with 89 potential. Now at Everton for 62 million. Pretty good price, not gonna lie. We got money left over too. We can give players better contracts because some players are upset. And that completes January. Oh gosh. Okay, I am officially exhausted after the January that I just had here at this club. But I think with Dest and Udogie, as well as Bissouma now on the bench, we are looking a lot more comfortable into the second half of the season. And through some of the games I've seen sim through the calendar already, the team feels so much more confident on the pitch as well. So let's see how we do come into the season now of season 3. This has been a nuts one, the craziest one so far in my opinion. Well, I can confirm we've come back well enough to not get relegated, that is for sure. And we're still in the top 10, but honestly, guys, it doesn't get that much better. We came back well. It was not good enough, though, because that slump we had in the first half of the season was just really, really bad. So, 8th place finish for us now. We are a little bit worse than we were last season, apparently. And as a result of that, we are probably not playing any kind of European football next year, which is good. It's a year to refocus, maybe upgrade a couple of places, and then really challenge for those top 4 spots next season, because I do not want to be going more than 5 seasons with Everton. It shouldn't take that long to do a rebuild with a club that's already in a okay spot like they are. They're not in a great spot, actually, but you get the point. It shouldn't take this long. We lost another Carabao Cup final to Tottenham, 1-0. This has literally happened in season 1, but it happened again this season. FA Cup winners are Manchester United over Wolverhampton Wanderers. We actually made it to the round of 16 and got eliminated by Watford somehow. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. Conference League, that was won by Lazio over FCSB. I'm going to skip the Europa League because we were in that. Real Madrid winning another Champions League here against PSG 2-0. And as you can see on your screen here, we did not win the Europa League. Atletico Madrid actually lifting that trophy. We got eliminated in our first knockout round against Fenerbahce 2-1, which is, by the way, the team we signed Serginho Dest from. So maybe he shouldn't have left? I don't know. Weird season though. Anthony Gordon with another huge season for us though, pulling us through as he always seems to. 25 goals, 14 assists. This dude is nuts. Ivan Toney, again, another huge season for him. And Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray. That's how you say his name. My goodness. 15 and 9. Manu Kone, good signing for us in the midfield. He's doing exactly what I want him to. And Udogie has been great since joining as well. So that was a good signing. Love to see that. Iwobi hasn't had the best season though, I'm not going to lie. This guy might be time for him to get, maybe not replaced, but upgraded. He can be on the bench, I guess. But next season, that's the spot I'm looking at the most. Got one eye on the future here. Future star potentially here in Logan Carr. Free agent, pretty young, fulfills an objective to sign 2 players of the same nationality. Why not? Honestly, why not? Oh, we've got some drama here. Manchester United want to pay Serginho Dest's release clause. I don't remember if they finished top 4 or not. I'm going to do what any normal club would do in a situation like this, though. Offer him a new contract. If he wants to stay, he can stay. If he doesn't, he can leave. I know that's not how FIFA works, and we're going to keep him here, but you get the idea. He's staying. Got him on a new contract for 100K. Just throw money at people, and I guess that's how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the Cristiano Ronaldo regen, Rui de Silva on a free. Maupay is going to leave now. Thanks for what you did for us the first couple seasons, but that's the future. And because we brought in a youth academy, or a free agent rather, center back, Jared Branthwaite, he can go. And Niels Nkunku, backup left back, he's out of here as well. We're just kind of clearing out. This season we don't need the depth. We're just in the Premier League, no Europe, at least as far as I know. So hopefully that is the case, because we are going to be looking thin. And Maupay, he had a great first season for us, but he has not shown his class since then. So he's going to be off to Tottenham for 20 million. I think that's a pretty good ending to the story for him here at Everton. And one more free agent signing here. Semal Al-Mualad, a Saudi Arabian winger. He looks great, so just going to bring him in. Why not? Loan him out maybe. Next season he could be a depth player for us, because Mitoma, he's not getting any younger, and he's not really doing much for me. Also, most of these free agent signings are just to help my manager rating out. If you look up there, I almost got sacked. I'm not going to lie, but I didn't. And now we're just trying to make it on the board a little bit happier with us. So, you know, free agents. And that Logan Carr guy we brought in is going to go out on loan immediately to Newcastle. I'm going to try to do that with pretty much all of these people that we're trying to get out of here or bring in here as free agents, except for the Ronaldo regen. He's on the bench. Okay, you want to talk about huge signings? Here's a huge signing for you. Mason Mount is a toffee. Again, I'm throwing that offensive term out there, or at least it sounds like one. Mason freaking Mount. That is a huge signing. Not going to lie, probably a little bit unrealistic for the situation we're in. But this is a statement. We are coming for the Champions League, and we are coming for that title next year. Mason Mount is here. 84 million we paid for him. But I'm not going to lie. I came this close to accepting a contract for Harvey Elliott. That would have been terrible. I literally was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll pay him that wage. And then I went, oh, I can't sign Harvey Elliott to Everton. That would be just like really disrespectful. So not doing that. You're welcome for the realism, guys. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Samal Al-Mualad off to Porto for 12 months. Hopefully comes back a better player. I'm a little depressed about this sale. I accidentally hit accept on this one. Mavropanos, he's going to Real Madrid. We all knew he wasn't going to be able to deny that contract offer. So we are in the market for a new center back because of this A button right here. Normally I'd reload the save, but I decided to just go with it. Why not? Let's shake things up. He was a great signing though. He did really well for us. He grew, all of that stuff, but yeah, we need a center back. The other problem too is we sold him for like way less than we should have been able to sell him for. But it is what it is. Hey, a sale I forgot was happening. Alex Iwobi is out of here to some team. I don't know. He did really, really well, and he lasted us way longer than I even thought he would. So he was a great servant of the club. See you later, Alex Iwobi. So this happened. Vardiol to Everton, the World Cup starlet for Croatia. He was playing at Bayer Leverkusen, so it kind of makes sense to bring him here anyway to the Premier League. And we only got him for 100 million. I know that sounds like a lot, but they were trying to negotiate to like 120 with me, and I made that signing. It got accepted before the Alex Iwobi money came in. So now we just have the Alex Iwobi money as well that we could potentially use, I don't know, in January or something. No way I need to spend more now. Vardiol is an Evertonian. You ready for this fat A in rating? That's what I'm talking about, bro. Such a good deal. Okay, well, this is the squad we're going into the season with. It's season 4. We have got a 90 overall Declan Rice. We have got an 86 overall Josko Gvardiol. We've got Mason Mount in the midfield. This team is completely crack-headed. So if we don't get Champions League, I don't know what to tell you. It is a very thin squad, I'll give you that much. So any injuries will be pretty screwed. But if that should happen, we've got players out on loan. I'm not afraid to call them back. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Well, we're back here again together. And forgot to turn my light back on. But we're not relegated again. This time Leicester City were down, though. That is it's a sad story to see. I hate to see that in real life. We did a lot better. We're 5th. But we're only 5th. 2 points off Champions League. We literally lost our last game. I knew it was going to have some sort of effect on us. It freaking sucks. Our biggest problem is we cannot consistently beat the top teams. Even like Liverpool, Arsenal, who are not necessarily at the top of the top teams anymore, we can't beat them. So, yeah. Chelsea, title winners. Mason Mount left. He's probably feeling a little bit pissed off right now. Manchester City and United right there behind them. But Everton 5th. Europa League next season. Not the best, I guess, but not the worst either. Carabao Cup won by Manchester City over Tottenham Hotspur. We made it to not very early on. I mean, not that far is what I mean to say. I'm pretty tired if you couldn't tell. Man City beat us on penalties. FA Cup, that was won by Chelsea, so they do the double, beating Man City on penalties. We got eliminated right away on a replay to Barrow, who are probably in League 1 or League 2, which is depressing. The Europa Conference League, that's Monaco's beating Stuttgart 2-1. The Europa League was won by Sporting Club de Portugal against Juventus, who are probably going to be happy to be playing here with their situation in real life right now. Maybe they need to rebuild. Anyways, Real Madrid winning their 3rd Champions League out of 4 seasons I've seen so far. This is the exact same final as last year as well. 2-0 against PSG. And the individual performances just continue to get better and better from this man, Ivan Toney, Anthony Gordon, and Demarai Gray, leading for us by a long shot. Mason Mount has had a great first season here. Serginho Dest is doing great at right back. I'm glad he stayed and didn't go to United. And creatively, Demarai Gray, Mason Mount, Kone, Illich, all doing work. It's good to see. It's good to see. In between seasons here is Real Virginia. He's out of here going to Ghent. So going into season 5, we need the consistency. We need to get top 4. Matter of fact, We need a challenge for the Premier League title. With the squad we've got, there's no reason we shouldn't. And we start the window off with just a bang. Gavin Bazunu, a backup goalkeeper. It's not that great, honestly. 23 million. He's 81 rated though, so he's a nice backup. And you know, should this go on longer than 5 seasons, like it seems like it might now, he could be a long-term replacement for Pickford too. It could be the case. So yeah, Bazunu's here. 23 million, by the way. He's worth like 30, but contract's expiring, so good deal. By the way, I'm not gonna sign this guy, but just check out the Benzema regen. Elias Cohen. He has got 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, 96 balance, 95 attack positioning, 99 ball control, 94 dribbling. This dude's insane. 95 curve. Like, it's just crazy. I just want to keep him here just so you guys can stare at him. But, jeez, man. I'm not going to sign him. I'm not going to sign him. I want to. I won't do it. Panic mode engaged again. 30-year-old Ivan Toney has had his 142 million release clause paid by RB Leipzig. I hope I didn't just put this on him. Oh, thank God I didn't. I'm going to try and give him a new contract. Same thing I've been doing. See if I can keep him at the club. And I made him do it without actually giving him any more money in his wages. Nice. He's going to be here for another year. 33 years old. He'll be making 120K a year. So, man, a week. I wish it was a year, man. That's nuts. Another year, another loan for Al Mualad. He's going to go out again for a year. The Saudi winger to Crystal Palace. Yo, Chelsea want Mason Mount back for 123 mil. Sorry, but no. Okay, so we're not going to sign up the Benzema regen, but I am going to sign up these two. Julian Jimenez and Emilio Gutierrez. We need a backup left back now that we're playing Europe again. And this guy just looks like a really good midfielder. His physical and mental stats are great. And yeah, just looks like a good player. So I want him. Both of these guys coming in. And yet another loan for Fabio Barros. Our free agent midfielder Lambert going out as well. I might loan out the other one, Gutierrez, too, because he is not Gutierrez, the Spanish one. He's potential to be special, so that's pretty cool. I don't know whose regen he is, but he should probably get loaned out. There was, in fact, a loan for him to Sevilla, so have fun. Here's our Europa League group, by the way. Wolfsburg, Young Boys, and Rosenborg easily should be topping this, should be winning this, and we should be winning the freaking Premier League this season, too. So let's see how that's all pans out in Season 5 with Everton. Well, here we are again, you and I, looking at the relegated teams. It's West Brom, Blackburn, and Leeds. If you love looking at these with me, and you're new around here, which a lot of you are, hit that subscribe button down below. Alright, we're trying to get to 2,000 subs. I'm exhausted. I've been filming this for way longer than I should be, but that's okay. I will tell you, we're doing better. We're doing that much better. We're in the literally bare minimum top 4. Manchester City ran away with the title, but I will take the top 4 for sure. Still a lot of draws. This team is getting a lot of draws, but it's okay because we're top 4. Carabao Cup, that's Arsenal beating Man City for that one. We made it to the quarterfinals, got eliminated by Middlesbrough. I don't know. FA Cup, that's Man City's beating West Ham, so they did the double. We got eliminated round 4 replay. No, just round 4, no replay. Man City, they bent us over. You know what they do. And they won the trophy, so whatever. Conference League final, that's still yet to be played. There's a good reason for that. But Wolves versus Stade Rennes. And that's because we're in the final of the Europa League against Napoli. I'm going to sim that game. And the Champions League final is Inter versus Barcelona. Is this 2010? Hello? Okay, this is still Everton's first chance to win silverware. They have, well, it's not their first chance, but this is their chance to win their first piece of silverware. That's what I meant to say. They've still not done that. And here at the San Mames, they've got their work cut out for them. Can we beat Napoli to lift our first piece of silverware? No. On penalties, we cannot. We're in the Champions League next year, Season 6. I want that to be our last season. Please and thank you. But Anthony Gordon, the only person that could score for us in this cup final, and Manu Kone's missed penalty, cost us some silverware. Anthony Gordon with a 33-goal season. Ivan Toney with 31. Demarai Gray, 19 and 4. Mason Mount has scored 14. Our man Samel Al-Mualad on loan at Crystal Palace was crushing it. And assist-wise, Mason Mount dominating the charts. So yeah, all around a successful season. We finally made it into the fated Champions League, so it's time for it in Season 6. Can we end the rebuild here? I hope so. I want to go to bed. Oh, also, say goodbye to James Tarkowski. He's been here since the start. His contract is expiring, and he is going to Salernitana, so thanks for your service, bro. Appreciate you. Almost forgot. Wolves win the Europa Conference League, and the winners of the Champions League, that's Barcelona. So, into Season 6. This should be ours next year. This guy right here, this trophy. I want it. Okay, so Season 6, the Champions League season. I'm putting all my eggs in the basket We need to sign a better center back. Ben Godfrey's been here since day one. I appreciate him for that, but he's going to play backup this season. We need a better partner for Josko Gvardiol, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to sign that center back, and we're going to sim because I'm too tired to do anything else. By the way, when I mean all my eggs, I mean all my eggs, because Fikayo Tomori is a toffee. I'm saying that for the last time. I'm never calling someone a toffee again. But he's here for 112 million. That's all the money we've got, pretty much. And we've got a 90 rated center back, so that's a pretty good deal. Oh, he also took a huge wage cut to come here. I think his wages were like 250K and now they're like 160. I don't know what his deal is, bro, but I'm happy he's here. All right, here's our group. Everton, Atletico Madrid, Hoffenheim, and Galatasaray. Should be top of the Premier League as well in January. We not only topped our group, we eased through our group, undefeated, only dropped points one time, and our reward for that is playing up against Real Madrid in the round of 16. I literally hate this rebuild right now. This is not fun. It is fun. It actually is fun. I'm just upset that we have Real Madrid. I'm not upset that we're top of the Premier League. That's a pretty cool thing to see, though. That's the first time I've ever seen that, and it'll probably be the last. Next time I check, we probably won't be top. Holy... I just processed this. Southampton are in 4th. They got relegated in Season 1. They're back with a vengeance. First things first, we got to go to the Santiago Bernabeu. And by the way, that Cohen guy, that's the Benzema regen I showed you guys last season. He is 93 rated at a minimum. They've also got Vinicius Jr., Valverde, Dallo, Hinter, Araujo, Parisi. Courtois is still around. He's got to be 7 overall. Our team is almost all 90 rated, by the way. Udogi is the only person that has not hit that 90 yet. It's going to happen. First leg at the Santiago Bernabeu against Real Madrid is a 1-1 draw, and Cohen missed a pen, actually, that could have made it worse for them. And, oh my god, Ben Godfrey played in goal? Oh, yikes. Well, Pickford's injured. Hopefully he's okay. He is okay. He got a dead leg during the game, and he had to get subbed off. Ben Godfrey had to play in goal. Love it. Well, Mason Mount is unfortunately too tired to play this one. Can we please see ourselves through to the quarterfinals here? Real Madrid, the second leg. Oh, yes. In extra time, Ivan Toney scores a brace. We are going to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Last game was a stamina issue in the midfield. This time there's a suspension. And we're up against Barcelona, who have Moise Kean, the player that we got rid of early on in our save. And other than that, I mean, it's a team full of pretty decent players. Our team is probably better. Simming the first leg here at home against Barcelona. It is a 1-1 draw. Why does it always have to go to the second leg? Everybody's mostly fit for this one. I'm not going to waste any time talking about it. Please send us to the semis. Please send us to the semis. Yes, we do get ourselves through. And Anthony Gordon brace sends us now to the semifinal of the Champions League. Ansu Fati's goal was not enough. And of course, that faces us up against Juventus in the semifinals, who have Cancelo and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh my god, their fullbacks are nuts. Gavi, Chiesa, Vlahovic, and we have a completely exhausted starting 11 for the first leg. That's just great. Okay, well, let's fix that real quick. My center backs are going to have to just be tired. I can't afford to rotate them too much. And the first leg is going to be actually a 1-0 win. Serginho Dest gets us the lifeline in the next leg. We have the advantage. Oh, thank God I rested them for the first leg. Now they are fully fit at home at Goodison Park. It's not over yet. Please send me to a Champions League final. Please, yes. Yes, Anthony Gordon. It's 2-0 on aggregate. Vlahovic misses a penalty, and we're going to the Champions League final in season number 6. And we're going to be facing off against AC Milan. Oh, that's going to be fun. I love it. But before we can play the Champions League final, first we have to celebrate a Premier League. We won the trophy. 90 points. 6 seasons it took us. It took us 5 to even get to the top 4 for the first time. And now we are lifting the Premier League title. 90 points on us. Oh yes, that feels good. That really feels great. Carabao Cup, that's Man City's. We don't care, but we did make it to the quarterfinals where we got knocked out by, well, you guessed it, Man City. FA Cup, Arsenal win that one. We got to the semifinals where we lost to Arsenal. It was close. Conference League, who cares? Europa League, who honestly cares? This is the important fixture right here. The end of it all today, potentially, against AC Milan. First, who scored all our goals? Of course, it's Ivan Toney, Damari Gray, Anthony Gordon, and Manu Kone. Gvardiol with 5 goals too. What is that all about? I wish Udogi could have gotten himself to a 90 so that we could be playing with an all 90 rated team. But it is what it is. And it's make or break for us, fellas. You might think that we have a good young squad here, but a lot of our starting players are getting pretty old. Pickford's 34. Yeah, a lot of our other starting players are 30 or pretty dang close to it. So we pretty much have to win today. Otherwise, we got to do a rebuild within a rebuild. And it's all going down at the Parc des Princes. Rafael Leao, De Ketelaere, Musiala in there, Konate, Mainan. That's right, my grandma in goal. Let's play against Milan so I can finally go to bed. Took us 6 seasons to get here. We're at the Parc des Princes. Declan Rice Tifo is out. Can we win the Champions League and cap off what has been a very interesting rebuild so far with Everton? Both captains are the goalkeepers, Mainan and Pickford. Both goalkeeping, both captains. Who's lifting the freaking Champions League today? No idea. No idea. There we go. Oh my gosh. Kone through on goal. Early on here, Kone plays it to Mason Mount. Mason Mount scores. Oh, it only took us 4 minutes to get into the lead here. 6 seasons in, the midfield link up. And Mason Mount, money freaking Mace, puts us ahead at the Parc des Princes. And that is Money Mace's first goal in the Champions League this season. I can't believe that. He waits for the biggest occasion of them all. The final. Kjærgaard. Uh-oh. Oh, ball into the box, but Pickford scoops that up nice and easy. Now Kone looking to play through Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray over the top here. Ivan Toney is through on goal. Can he beat Mainan? Gonna find out. No. He's too good. He's too good. Oh, almost had the better of Luka Nets there. Declan Rice, yes sir. Closing down that ball. And distributing it out. Anthony Gordon trying to play it in. Nope. Still Declan Rice. Declan Rice. Oh yes, he's still putting the pressure on. That is the best CDM I've used in a while. Love that. Oh, I went sliding in there. Oh, that's a huge save from Pickford. Oh, that was massive. Okay, Mason Mount. Waiting for runners. Finally gets one from Ivan Toney. Oh, yes, that was a great curled run. Is he onside? He is. Can he beat Mainan? Yes, he can. It's 2-0. Ivan Toney for Everton scores in the Champions League final, and we are now leading by 2 goals to 0. Whoa, toppled there. Demarai Gray over the top. Yes, Ivan Toney. I like this. I like this from Ivan Toney. Let's just play the cross. Maybe this is a better idea than what I was going to try. Oh, man. I don't know if I could have finished from that angle, so I went for the cross, but it might have been a stupid idea. I don't know. Kone. Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon. Coming back inside. Anthony Gordon. Take the shot, Anthony. Oh, my God. It's ridiculously good from him. Kone winning that back very well. Oh, my God. What a pass he just saw for Anthony Gordon. Ball roll inside, shoots, and scores. Anthony Gordon, Everton's future star. Hopefully he doesn't leave anytime soon. Chelsea couldn't get him this year. Will anybody ever get him? I don't know. Probably. But I hope he stays and does exactly that for Everton one day. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, big save again by Pickford. Probably the man of the match so far. Corner played in. Can we deal with this? We're tripping over ourselves. But we finally got it out somehow. Oh, but our defensive shape is terrible. Oh, my God. We got to be careful here. We got to be really careful here. Serginho Dest. Back them up. Oh, that was pretty easy to play out of. Kone. Oh, Kone. Kone continuing his run. The CR7 regen. What is this? Oh, my God. That was almost a goal. That's what that was. How did that almost go in? How do we mess that up, though? That should have easily been a goal for the CR7 regen. Now it's going to be another goal for Mason Mount. Come on. Mason Mount scores. It's 4-0 against AC Milan. Man, I was really trying to get Mr. Sue another goal, but it didn't work. Mason Mount with a brace. And I think Ivan Toney with a brace, right? No. That's not right. That's all she wrote. 4-0 against AC Milan. 6 seasons it took Everton to get here. But we did it. We won the Premier League. We won the Champions League. That is what I call a successful rebuild. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here so you don't miss out on the next rebuild or career mode series video on this channel. In the comments down below, let me know who you want me to rebuild next. I'm thinking Juventus probably needs some help. But yeah, open to any suggestions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and peace.